She disappeared without a trace, and the only person who seemed to know what happened was her husband. On December 6, 2009, 28-year-old Susan Powell vanished from her home in West Valley City, Utah. When friends and family couldn't reach her, alarm bells immediately started ringing. Susan was a devoted mother of 2 young boys, and according to those closest to her, she would never have left her children behind voluntarily. But when police began investigating, something didn't add up. Her husband, Josh Powell, claimed that he had taken their 2 sons on a late-night camping trip. There was just one problem. It was the middle of winter. According to Josh, he packed up his children and drove into the wilderness after midnight during freezing temperatures while his wife stayed home alone. Investigators found the story bizarre. As police searched the family home, they uncovered several troubling clues. Susan's purse was still there, her cell phone was gone, and no evidence suggested she had planned to leave. The more detectives looked into Josh Powell, the more suspicious he became. Friends revealed that Susan had privately expressed fears about her marriage. In emails and journal entries, she reportedly wrote that if anything ever happened to her, her husband should be investigated. As public attention grew, Josh continued insisting he had nothing to do with her disappearance, but investigators weren't convinced. Then the case took an even stranger turn. Josh's father, Susan Powell, became the subject of his own investigation after disturbing videos and recordings were discovered. The revelations painted a picture of an extremely troubled family and brought even more scrutiny to the case. Despite years of searching, police never found Susan, and they never charged Josh with her murder. But authorities continued building a case against him behind the scenes. Then, in 2012, tragedy struck again. Josh Powell was allowed a supervised visit with his 2 sons at his home in Washington State. When the social worker arrived, Josh suddenly grabbed the boys and locked the front door. Moments later, he attacked them with a hatchet. Then he ignited the house. A massive explosion followed. By the time emergency crews arrived, Josh and both children were dead. The horrifying murder-suicide shocked the nation. The one person many believe knew what happened to Susan Powell was now gone forever. More than 17 years later, Susan's body has never been found. No one has ever been charged with her murder. And one question still remains unanswered. What really happened to Susan Powell on that December night in 2009? It's a mystery that continues to haunt investigators, her family, and the entire true crime community.